Oh. Hello, Miss Kim.
Teacher, where are you now? You were something like in the office?
No. Do I look like a person working in the office?
Yeah, look like an office lady.
Because I wear this shirt, right? Because I'm wearing this t-shirt. Um, yeah, I have this old t-shirt I haven't worn in a long time, so I just want to see if it still fits. And yeah, it still fits. It still fits. Um,
Congrats to it.
I I I look like a how to say a customer service operator.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, kind of. I look like a customer service operator. I mean, yeah. So if you come to any kind of office building, go inside and you will see many people wearing headphones like me and wearing this. This is not a shirt, by the way. It's just a t-shirt, một cái áo thun thôi. So,
yeah.
well,
Yes.
I understand why you think I'm in an office because of this, and it's actually a gift from a company that my father used to work with. So
Oh, I
so
see.
yeah,
The color nice.
yeah, it's a really nice color. It's kind of old, so the yellow is not very bright anymore. It's very light
Yeah.
now. Right. So Miss Kim, are you ready for the test today?
What can I say? I never prepare anything, but
You
I think
never
I'm ready.
you never prepare anything. So have you reviewed the lessons by watching the slides and stuff?
Oh, I think yeah, I gave it 10 minutes, I think.
10 minutes. Really? Only 10 minutes of revision.
Yeah, I told you before, I'm a very lazy person, so I really don't like homework.
You should like homework, right? Okay, so I hope so. I know that we're all lazy at some point and we don't like homework. But if you want to improve English, if you want to improve, I cannot be there with you all the time. So you should
Yeah.
like review more on your own.
I know.
Okay, welcome to the final test of Pan Flag Developing. This will be your last lesson of the old curriculum, right? And the final test will include four four different parts, just like all the other tests: grammar, listening, reading, and speaking. Right. So your time to do all the tests is 45 minutes. So as long as you finish one part, you can tell me to go to the next part. Right. Okay, so now we will start with the first part. Please use annotate on Zoom to do the test for me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, first part is the grammar. You have 10 questions here. You need to put the verbs into the blanks with the correct form.
Okay.
Okay, if you have any question, just ask me. Đừng có hỏi em cách trả lời được rồi, kiểu như là hỏi em là có vấn đề gì với đề
Okay.
bài không? Do you understand the question?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I understand.
Okay, then please you annotate to do. Okay.
done, teacher.
Okay, you're done. I will save your answers. Right. Okay. Next. Okay, Miss Kim, you have to wait for me so that I can check for the audio again, okay? I think I already should. Yeah, I already turned on the sound, but I always worried. Right. Okay, we're going to check the sound before hearing. Right.
1,
Can you hear it? Is it loud enough?
Ever since John got that new job,
Okay, is it loud enough?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Teacher, please give me a moment. I think someone deliver. Hello. Hello.
You got delivery?
I think so. Never mind. The reception they will manage for me.
Okay, now, okay, if there's nothing wrong, we can continue the test. If there's anything happen in the background, just tell me. I will stop the test immediately, okay?
That's the issue of us. Okay.
Right.
So
Okay.
what can I do with this? I also use the annotate.
Yeah, you annotate to draw a circle, or you can use the stamp part. Mình có thể sử dụng cái phần stamp
Yeah.
đó để mình in cái dấu tích và dấu V và hay là dấu
Okay.
choose true or false. That is, mình chỉ chọn true or false thôi nha. Right. People are talking about now how their friends have changed. Are these statements true or false?
1,
ever since John got that new job, you wouldn't recognize him. I guess you have to be more conservative when you have a job like that. He works really long hours now, and he wears a suit and a tie. And when he comes home from work, he never wants to go out. All he does is sit in his chair and watch TV. He looks totally exhausted. That's not how he was in college. Back then, he used to go around in old t-shirts and jeans, and he had that crazy green hair.
2,
I ran into Donna Simpson the other day. I could hardly recognize her. Do you remember her from high school? She was a little chubby and out of shape back then. I don't think she ever exercised or played any sports. Well, she really looks different now. She's lost a lot of weight. In fact, she looks terrific. She told me that she decided to get in better shape after she got married last year. Now she goes to the gym 3 times a week.
3,
Have you had a chance to talk to Rosie lately? She's gotten so depressed. You know, sad and worried all the time. It's a real change. She used to be so enthusiastic in high school. She was a cheerleader and she was always laughing and making jokes. Now she just sits in coffee shops all by herself and just looks really sad. You can tell that something's really bothering her. It must be her boyfriend. I heard they recently broke up.
4,
Do you remember what Ted Rogers used to look like? He used to be so athletic with really big muscles. He went to the gym all the time and was always careful about what he ate and drank. Well, you wouldn't believe how much he's changed. I'm sure he weighs over 100 kilos now. It doesn't look like he does any exercise at all, and he eats just about anything. Someone told me he changed after he got really rich from the stock market. They said that after he got rich, he decided just to enjoy himself.
Right. Do you need to listen again or is okay?
It's okay.
Okay, it's okay. So I will save your answer first. Right, thank you. Okay, I'm going to move to the next part. Right. Okay, so in this no. So in this listening exercise, listening test, they are going to leave some phone messages. Right. Listen and number the picture. Rồi mình sẽ nhìn xem là cái phần này là người ta đang nói chung là người ta đang để lại tin nhắn trong trường hợp nào. Ví dụ như đoạn băng số 1 đó là hình A thì mình viết số 1 vào dưới hình A nha chị nhé. Right, okay. Phần này mình có thể dùng cây bút để viết luôn cho lẹ, hoặc là mình có thể dùng cái gõ chữ để gõ vào cho lẹ nha chị nha. Rồi, ok. Right, let's start. Cannot play media. Okay, you have to wait a moment because yeah, because PowerPoint is giving headache. Right, let's try again.
1,
Rob, this is Louise calling. It's 2:30. You said you'd meet me at 1:30 in front of the restaurant. Well, I'm not waiting any longer, and please don't bother calling me again.
Teacher, please give me a moment. I still haven't used the. Okay.
Okay, I am trying to.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Right, continue.
2,
This is Mr. Norris from the carpet store. I'm afraid that we tried to get the stain out of your carpet, but we haven't been successful. Dry cleaning hasn't helped, so unfortunately there isn't anything more we can do about it. Would you be able to come in and get your carpet this week?
3,
Paul, this is Anne. It's 8 p.m. and I'm still tied up at the office, so I don't think I'll be able to join you for dinner. I feel really bad about it, but we'll definitely have dinner tomorrow night. Promise. Bye.
4,
This is Mr. Grant in apartment 1201, calling for Mrs. West. I'm afraid I had a slight accident in the parking lot and did some damage to your car. I'm really sorry about it, but I'm sure that my insurance company will pay for the repairs. Please give me a call when you get in. You can reach me at 555-4026.
5,
Hi, Donna. This is Judy Peterson calling. You'll never guess where I am. I'm at the airport with Don and the kids. All 5 of us are here this time. Isn't that great? Hope you've still got room for us. We'll be at your place by 6 o'clock. Don't worry about dinner. We can just send out for some pizza. Our treat.
6,
Hello, I'm calling the Burtons. This is Mrs. Brown from across the street. Your dog got into my garden today and destroyed half my flowers. I'd say it's going to cost about $250 to replace them, not to mention my time and effort. Call me as soon as you get this message. The number is 916-5741.
Right, so picture A is number 4, right? And picture F is number 2. Okay, I gotcha. Right, wait a little moment. I will save the picture. Right, thank you. Okay, I will move on to the next part of the test. Right, now we will start the reading test. Mình sẽ bắt đầu phần đọc ha. Right, okay, now please read the passage and decide whether the following statements are true or false. Right, if it's true, write the letter T at the end. If it's false, write the letter F at the end of each sentence, okay? Okay, please take your time. Right, you're done. Thank you so much. Right. Okay, you're very quick.
I should guess.
I just guessed. Really? Right, I'll save your answer already. Right, now next, what do we have? Okay, it is the most exciting part of the test, the speaking one. Okay, you please give me a moment. Okay, so what day is it today? It is 15th of December. Right, so we're now doing the speaking test. Right, okay. Do you have a colleague or do you know any colleagues, Miss Kim?
I have my friend.
You have your friend.
Yeah, I often do something with her together.
But would you call her your colleague? Colleague here là đồng nghiệp.
I can call her my colleague.
Okay, so please talk about your colleague. Okay, talk about your colleague, especially about their appearance and character. Right? Do you remember these two words?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 1 minute to prepare, or you don't need that.
Okay, I can write something.
Okay, please have a moment to prepare, okay?
Could you please give me a moment?
Okay.
told you before that I'm a housekeeper, right?
Yes.
So my husband like shopping online, and I have to be at home collect all the things he shop.
Your cousin-in-law, or your husband?
My husband.
Okay. Wow. What does he shop this time? I wonder.
He shop everything. I don't know what to say. Everything. From food to drinks to clothes to whatever he can see. He loves seeing the Facebook live stream.
Okay.
I hate Facebook live stream, but he loves seeing those things.
Okay, so I know why. Okay, I know why. Right, you have 1 minute to prepare for your speak. Okay. Okay, 20 seconds left. Okay, right. Just in time, vừa đúng giờ luôn. Right. Okay, now please talk about your colleagues and please remember to describe their appearance and characters.
I'm going to talk about my colleague. Her name is Vivian. She is a tallish girl with a beautiful look. She has a long hair with very sorry, she has a long black hair, and the the gorgeous, charming look. I say that because anytime I walk beside her, I look like a mate to her. She really look like a queen because her size is big, and she tall. Anytime she dress up, she really look very beautiful. She about her character. I like her character the most. I can say that I trust her most in of my friend. Yeah, because she kind of hardworking and full of responsibility in whatever she does. She is a reliable person. Like anytime I want to do something, and I ask her for help, she always be there and help me. And she really do everything with full of her heart for me and for anyone who needs her. So that's what I like her. What I like about her.
Okay, that's what you like about her. I see. Or she seems like a very nice person to hang out with, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so how long have you known Vivian?
Like yesterday I told you about her. I know her 5 years ago.
5 years ago. All right. Wait, was she the one that said something about you on Facebook, or is it another person?
Oh no, another one.
Okay, right. I thought that it was the same person.
Oh no, he's a totally different person.
Okay, totally different. She's a Singaporean, right? She's Singaporean.
Oh, she's Vietnamese.
Oh, she's Vietnamese. Okay, wow. I see. Good. Right. Now, the second part of the speaking, You will have to talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of using smartphone. You have 1 minute to prepare for the topic, okay? 1 minute. Okay, time's up. You must stop writing now. Right. Okay. Okay, so now Miss Kim, you're going to talk about advantages and disadvantages of using smartphone. Please start.
First, I want to talk about the advantages about smartphone. That's firstly, we can learn many new things easily from smartphone. Like we can oh my god, what is it? Okay, can I skip that? Learn many new things on smartphone.
Okay,
Secondly, we can connect to friends and family wherever we are. Thirdly, there are lots of entertainments on smartphone we can use. For the disadvantage of using smartphone, firstly is waste lots of time for many useless things online, especially for people every day hold smartphone and just surf social media. Secondly, we are depend too much on smartphone for research the things or to get the knowledge from smartphone that we don't really use our brain too much to think. Thirdly is I think that's the most important that many children they nowadays they also have their smartphone, and because children brains are too small to handle the information from a smartphone, so I think that is the bad thing for children to use smartphone often.
Okay, it's a bad thing for that. You mean that letting children use smartphone often is a bad thing, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay, I see. Thank you so much. That's a very good presentation. But what about you, Miss Kim? What is your opinion about using smartphone? Is your opinion negative or positive?
Oh, because I don't I learn to use smartphone the positive way, like just listen to the audio book, listen to music sometime. I avoid social media as much as possible, so I don't feel that is the negative way to use smartphone.
You don't think that's a negative way to use smartphone? Very good. Right. So if you have children in the future, will you let them use smartphone when they're young?
Of course I won't allow them to use smartphone very often, but I think sometimes they have to learn to use smartphone in order to don't be left behind
That's right.
to other children.
Okay, so you don't want them to be left behind by the other children.
By the other children.
Right. So do you have a specific age group that you want your children to have a mobile phone, a smartphone? Right. So what I mean that will you let your children have their own smartphone around 14 or 15 years old, or you will let them have their own smartphone at the age of, I don't know, 12 or 13 years old?
If in this how to say
Society?
Yeah, I mean in these years, like those years, I won't allow children have a smartphone from 13 to 14 years old. Except they can use normal phone to connect to contact with us, and they have their own computer. But I'm not confirmed. I'm not sure about like 10 years later or 20 years later, everything will be changed. So maybe every that time every children around 5-6 years old also have smartphone. How can my children 14 years old don't have smartphone? Is a bit lost for them.
Okay, I see. It's a big loss for them. Good answer. I like that. Right. I like that you also think for the future, meaning that you think that everything with in the future can change, right? Everything in the future can change.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the end for the final test of pan developing. Right. Right. So my my comments for you is that I think you did a really great job. I like how you present your ideas in the speaking. Sometimes you made mistakes, especially with the to be verb, right? So you usually say something like we are depend on the smartphone too much, right? So it should be we depend on smartphone too much, or we are depending on smartphone too much, right? To be verb am, is, are can only stand in front of adjectives or verb in. Am is
I thought the one is bị động.
bị động is like bị động thì mình phải đổi về như thế nào? Phải đổi về verb 3 ed, right? Verb 3 hoặc là verb ed. Verb ed. How is verb 3 verb ed? Like how do you say something like okay, so like I make this cake, right? I make this cake. This cake was or is made by me, right? And the verb made here is actually the third form of the word make, right?
But how about the we are dependent. So I say that we are dependent?
No, we cannot say that. We cannot say that because tức là mình phải có cái tác động gì đó, có tức là người A tác dụng vào vật B thì vật B bị tác dụng bởi vật A, mình mới đổi về bị động được. Ví dụ như mình nói là mình dựa dẫm vào điện thoại, đúng không ạ? Đó, chứ đâu phải là mình bị dựa dẫm vào bởi điện thoại đâu, đúng không ạ? Nó không phải là mình bị dựa dẫm bởi điện thoại, cho nên mình không thể đổi về bị động ở chỗ này được.
Okay.
Right, so that is your mistake there. We remember to be am, is, are stand in front of am, is, are cộng với tính từ adjective like she is beautiful, right? Okay, or verb in continuous tense, I am working, or verb 3 and ed, right? Verb 3 ed, right? Trong trạng thái bị động, đúng không ạ? Rồi, tính từ tiếp diễn và bị động sẽ những cái đứng sau động từ to be. Right, so you should remember this. Right. Right, and the part where you talk about Vivian is quite perfect because you remember to put everything in how do I say simple tense. Mình đưa hết về thì hiện tại đơn thì nó dễ hơn, right? Okay, so I don't have much comments about your presentation about Vivian, but the thing about using smartphone, you could add your opinion more, like you already list out the advantages and disadvantages of using smartphone, right? But you can also add things like, in my opinion, using smartphone is both like, in my opinion, using smartphone has both advantages and disadvantages, and they are. Right. Okay, so that is how you make a introduction to your speech. Mình đang bị thiếu cái câu mà mở đầu và cái câu kết thúc, đúng không? Mình chỉ vào thẳng vấn đề luôn là lợi thế và cái bất lợi của việc sử dụng smartphone là như thế nào. Mình nên kiểu như là khéo léo hơn trong việc trình bày, là có một cái câu mở đầu và có một cái câu kết thúc. Câu mở đầu như thế nào? Như em đã nói là in my opinion, right, using smartphone has both advantages and disadvantages, right? They are. Rồi sau đó mình mới firstly, secondly, thirdly, right? And then when you want to end your speech, right? You can say all in all, all in all. Rồi, nói tóm lại all in all, using smartphone đi. Mình có thể nói một cách dài dòng hơn là the society nowadays force us all to use smartphone. They are very helpful for us, but we cannot ignore the disadvantages they might bring. Right, so that is a higher level language skill you need to learn. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can apply that knowledge when you go take the IELTS test.
Yeah. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, so that is all my comments to you. But because you already answered the question like correctly, your point won't be you won't get a minus point for anything. Yeah. Right. Okay, so that is my comment on your performance today. And all the other part, I'll grade your test and then tell you the result later. Is that okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank
right.
you.
So it is the end of the test, and starting tomorrow we will study the new course. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Bye bye, Miss Kim.